Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of all the corporate jargon so you don't have to. And today it looks like VERA Therapeutics Incorporated is giving us some very interesting news, and we're going to break down exactly what it means for them and potentially for the market. Are you ready to decode some serious medical innovation news coupled with their latest regulatory filing? Before we dive in, if you get value from our content and want to stay ahead of the curve with company insights, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, if you want to chat more about these filings and connect with fellow analysis enthusiasts, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, so on November 6, 2025, Therapeutics Incorporated, or VERA as they are known on the stock market, dropped a key piece of information. They announced that important data from their big trial called Origin, which is looking at a drug called Accession for a kidney disease called IgA nephropathy, or EGN, was shared. This wasn't just any presentation, it was a featured late-breaking oral presentation at a major medical conference called ASN Kidney Week 2025, and to make it even bigger, it was published at the same time in a very respected medical journal, the New England Journal of Medicine. So what does this data actually say? Well, the big news is about how well the drug worked. People who took adacicept saw a significant drop in a specific measurement of kidney damage in their urine. They saw a 46% reduction from where they started in something called proteinuria, a measurement, using a 24-hour urine protein to creatinine ratio. But the real kicker here is when they compared it to a dummy treatment or placebo, there was a statistically important and meaningful 42% reduction. This is a really big deal in the world of kidney disease research, and it's not just that one number showing improvement. The drug also helped with other important markers. It reduced something called Gd-IgA1 by 68%. This is a specific protein that is thought to play a role in this type of kidney disease. Also, for those who had blood in their urine at the start of the study, 81% of them saw that problem completely resolved. These are all very positive signs for the effectiveness of adacicept in treating EGN. Now, you might be thinking, such strong results, what about side effects? The company is saying that the safety of adacicept looks good. They compared it to the placebo group and the overall rates of bad reactions were pretty similar. In fact, and this is quite encouraging, there were fewer serious bad reactions reported in the group that got adacicept as compared to the placebo group. Importantly, they also stated there were no signs that the drug was weakening the immune system too much, which is a potential concern with some treatments for autoimmune or immune-related diseases. And to top it off, there were no deaths reported in either group. This safety profile is extremely crucial for a new drug that is aiming to be a long-term treatment. To share all this exciting news, VERA Therapeutics put together a corporate presentation. This presentation helps break down all these complex findings into digestible slides. The filing includes these slides, essentially giving us a direct look at how the company is presenting their trial results and the positive impact they believe their drug has. These slides are considered an exhibit, and they contain all the detailed data points, including the ones we just discussed. Think of it as the company's highlight reel of their scientific achievement. Looking at the company's official registration with the Securities and Exchange Commission, their stock is traded under the symbol VERA on the NASDAQ. This tells us it's a publicly traded company, and when they file these reports, it's for all investors to see. The fact that they are reporting on a phase 3 trial, which is typically the final stage before seeking approval from medical regulators, means they are very close to potentially bringing this new treatment to patients. And who is leading this charge? The report is signed off by Marshall Fordyce, who is the Chief Executive Officer of VERA Therapeutics Incorporated. His signature on this report signals that the company stands by this information and is ready to move forward with their plans. This is their official record presented to the public and investors, outlining a significant development in their drug pipeline. So, what does this all mean? VERA Therapeutics appears to be on a very promising path with adacicept for IgA nephropathy. The data presented is strong, showing both effectiveness in reducing key markers of kidney disease and a favorable safety profile. This could represent a significant advancement in treating a condition that currently has limited options. The fact that this data is being published in a major medical journal and presented at a key conference shows a high level of confidence from both the company and the wider medical community. However, we always need to be mindful of the journey ahead. Regulatory approval from bodies like the FDA is still a hurdle, and real-world effectiveness and long-term safety will continue to be monitored. Competitors are also always a factor in the pharmaceutical space, and other companies may be working on similar treatments. But based on this specific filing and the presented data, VERA Therapeutics is making a very compelling case for their drug. The potential here is to offer a much needed treatment option to patients suffering from EGA nephropathy, which could significantly improve their quality of life and potentially slow the progression of kidney damage. This is exactly the kind of innovation we look for when we analyze companies in the healthcare sector. Alright, that is our breakdown of VERA Therapeutics' latest report. What is your take on these results and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think adacept will be a game changer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance and strategy. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.